Something extraordinary is happening high above the Arctic, a sudden stratospheric warming, or SSW. Picture the atmosphere as a layered cake. The stratosphere sits well above us, usually icy cold in winter. This year, a surge of energy is causing the stratosphere over the North Pole to heat up by as much as 40 degrees in just days. It's like a heat wave in one of the coldest places on Earth, miles above our heads. This sudden warming disrupts the polar vortex, a vast, spinning pool of cold air. The polar vortex is losing its shape and strength like a spinning top knocked off balance. This isn't just a blip, it's the start of a chain reaction that will soon affect weather on the ground. The process began with a smaller warming in late November, but now, in mid-February, we're seeing the main event. The stratosphere and troposphere are connected. What happens up there changes our weather down here. The polar vortex's disruption is about to send Arctic air southward, impacting millions. This is more than a weather story, it's a massive atmospheric event with real consequences. The warming acts as a trigger, unleashing frigid air into regions unaccustomed to such extremes. In the coming weeks, the effects will ripple across the northern hemisphere, so when you hear about sudden stratospheric warming, know it's the first domino in a dramatic weather shift. Stay tuned, winter is about to get interesting. When the stratosphere warms, the polar vortex weakens and can even split apart. Normally, the vortex is a fortress of cold, locked over the Arctic by strong winds. But a sudden stratospheric warming acts like a wrecking ball, breaking down those walls. The vortex distorts, then splits into smaller lobes that drift south. One lobe is forecast to move over North America, another toward Europe and Siberia. This frees the coldest Arctic air to spill into populated areas, bringing brutal winter weather. The process takes a week or two to reach the surface, but once it does, the impacts are dramatic. Expect plunging temperatures, dangerous wind chills, heavy snow, and widespread ice. What started high above becomes an Arctic outbreak at our doorsteps. Meteorologists watch for these splits. They're among the most significant winter events. The stage is set for a major cold blast. The polar vortex's breakdown is a game changer for winter weather. Get ready for a true test of winter's strength. Just as the polar vortex split threatens to unleash Arctic cold, another force steps in, the Madden-Julian Oscillation, or MJO. The MJO is a massive pulse of tropical weather that circles the globe, influencing weather far beyond the equator. When active over the Pacific, it can shift the jet stream and bring milder air to North America. Right now, the MJO is acting as a counterforce, promoting warmth across the central and eastern US. It's a tug of war. The polar vortex pushes cold south. The MJO pushes warmth north. This rare clash makes the forecast unusually complex. The MJO is temporarily shielding some regions from the Arctic blast, but this shield won't last. The MJO moves on, and its influence fades. The cold air is building, waiting for its chance. Once the MJO's grip weakens, the Arctic air will surge south. This is a rare, high-stakes battle in the atmosphere. The outcome will shape our late winter weather. The MJO is currently flexing its muscles, building a ridge of high pressure over the southeast US. This bubble of mild air is blocking the Arctic cold from invading the central and eastern US. For now, that's why, in mid-February, we see a confusing map. The West chills, while the Midwest and East enjoy a false spring. But don't be fooled. This is just a temporary truce. The cold is still there, poised to strike once the MJO's influence fades. This standoff creates sharp contrasts, mild in some cities, frigid, just a few hundred miles away. Forecasting becomes a challenge, as small shifts can mean big changes for any given city. The MJO is a moving wave. As it travels east, its protective effect weakens. Soon, the high-pressure ridge will break down, opening the gate for Arctic air. The peace is fragile and fleeting. When the MJO moves on, the true impact of the polar vortex split will hit. Prepare for a dramatic shift as winter reasserts itself. The countdown to the Arctic surge has begun. Enjoy the mild spell while it lasts. It won't be here long. As the MJO's shield fades, the polar vortex split will take over. By late February and into March, Arctic air will pour south in powerful waves. This won't be a quick cold snap, it's a prolonged period of well below average temperatures. Expect weather whiplash. Cycles of intense cold, brief thaws, then more cold. Snowstorms may be followed by melting, then dangerous refreezing as the next cold wave hits. This up and down pattern will last through much of March. For many, March could be colder than February. Multiple snow and ice events are likely. The jet stream will be active, fueling winter storms across millions. Temperatures could run 15–30 degrees below normal, with highs stuck in the single digits and lows plunging below zero. These are dangerous conditions. Frostbite and hypothermia risks will rise, and power grids will be strained. Winter's final act will be relentless. Here's what to expect across North America. The Northeast, Great Lakes, and Midwest are in the bullseye for the harshest cold. Cities like Boston, New York, Chicago, and Minneapolis should brace for repeated Arctic blasts. Daytime highs may stay in the single digits, with wind chills dropping to -20 or lower. In Canada, Ontario and Quebec will face a prolonged, severe freeze. Even Western Canada and the Rockies will feel the chill, though less intense. The western U.S. could see temperature drops and unsettled weather as the storm track shifts. Few places will escape this atmospheric shakeup. Expect frozen pipes, travel disruptions, and hazardous roads from snow and ice. Black ice will be a major danger for drivers. Prepare your home and car for a true late winter battle. The impacts will be widespread and significant. Stay alert and ready for rapid changes. The polar vortex split isn't just a North American story, it's reaching Europe too. A lobe of the vortex is building a dome of cold over Siberia, sending frigid air into northeastern Europe. Finland, Sweden, the Baltics, and eastern Russia are first to feel the Arctic outbreak. The big question, will the cold push farther west? As Siberian high pressure strengthens, it could pump icy air into Central Europe, Germany, Poland, Austria, and even the UK. A beast from the east scenario would mean sudden, severe cold and snow for millions. Even the UK and Ireland could see rare, disruptive winter weather if the pattern sets up just right. The impacts, higher heating demand, travel chaos, and risks to early crops. For many, it will feel like winter's making a dramatic comeback just as spring seemed near. The next few weeks are critical for Europe's forecast. Meteorologists are watching closely for signs of a westward Arctic surge. The ripple effects of this event are global. Europe should prepare for a possible late winter shock. This is a rare and complex weather event, making forecasting a real challenge. Two powerful forces, the polar vortex split and the MJO, are battling for control. Some models show a milder outcome, others a deep freeze. The interaction between these patterns creates huge uncertainty. That's why forecasts may change from day to day. Meteorologists are analyzing new data constantly, looking for clues. Events like this are rare. We have few past examples to guide us. Each event is unique, and this one is especially unpredictable. It's a reminder of how interconnected our climate is, from the tropics to the poles. Clear communication is crucial. People need to understand both the risks and the uncertainty. While a mild spell may lull us, the evidence points to a return of harsh winter weather. Stay informed and be ready for rapid changes. What does this mean for you? Be ready for a prolonged, powerful end to winter. Don't be fooled by brief, mild spells. Late February and March will bring rounds of Arctic cold, snow, and ice. Now's the time to check your home's heating, insulate pipes, and stock up on essentials. Have extra blankets, flashlights, and batteries in case of power outages. Keep a supply of non-perishable food and water for emergencies. For travel, monitor forecasts closely. Roads and airports could be treacherous. Prepare your car with winter tires, a charged battery, and an emergency kit. Avoid travel during storms if possible. These preparations can make a big difference in comfort and safety. Meteorologists are tracking these events because they have real-world impacts. The clash between the polar vortex and MJO is more than science. It's about your safety. By preparing now, you can face winter's final act with confidence. Stay warm, stay safe. And the dusted, verdaning cotting, tengabain turi. Dates.